Okay, so today we are going to record a video that will talk about how to support a real estate agent as a transaction coordinator. So the first of several videos is going to be just an overview of what a transaction coordinator does, what tools he or she uses, and then we will go into the details of each one of them. So as a transaction coordinator, there is a lot of paperwork that needs to be done, mostly getting the buyer, the buyer's agent, the seller, the seller's agent sign different forms, which are compliance forms, required forms for a transaction, so that people don't get into trouble of lawsuits and stuff like that at a later time. So a transaction coordinator's job is to be on top of these paperwork and make sure they are done in a timely fashion and communicate with all parties. All parties can include not just the seller's agent or the buyer's agent. It can also include a lender, escrow/title company. It can include dealing with the bank or a lender sometimes. Several things, and different transactions can be more complicated than others, and that may involve other parties to be communicated with. But mostly, if we took a cross section of all the transactions, 90% of the task is just pretty much keeping the paperwork in place. So there are several tools that needs to be used. One of the tools in this area is Zip Forms. Zip Forms is a tool that allows one to fill out all the standard forms electronically. It is all templatized, so it allows you to fill out all the forms electronically. It is available on this website. It is provided by California Association of Realtors. You come here, you click on Zip Forms. It prompts you to log in. You enter your login and password here. You log in, and this brings you to the zip form. Once it brings you here, right now it is validating the membership. It is ready now. Now you can continue to Zip Forms. If you go to Zip Forms, this is where and this is individual to all agents, so this is a good time to tell that a transaction coordinator, if he or she is servicing multiple agents, then he or she will have login access, separate login access of all those agents, because the forms that are generated for any transaction are specific or pertaining to that agent. So all that agent's information is there. So you will have several login access, so you'll have to keep track. Now, these are different transactions. We are not going to the details of Zip Forms right now. Like I said, we'll cover in another session. So this is Zip Form is one tool that one uses. Now, using Zip Forms, mostly you generate all the forms, fill out and generate all the forms. Zip Forms also allows you to actually electronically sign as well, but not necessarily in a very user-friendly manner. So I recommend and use another tool that's called DocuSign. Now, DocuSign again is every agent will have their own DocuSign account, and you log in from DocuSign.com, and here you can upload those forms to sign. And here also it is templatized. So meaning, if there is a form which has 45 different signatures on different spots, you can create a template which will automatically place those 45 signatures. You just review it, just make sure that nothing is out of the ordinary, and then just sign it. So this is another great tool for e-signatures. So this is one major tool you will be using. And then there is one more document. It is templates, buyers. Yeah, it's a checklist for all different transactions. For any given transactions, what are all the main most important tasks that a transaction coordinator needs to do. So this is a checklist. So I just wanted to introduce that the checklist is there. We are going to review this in one of the sessions. So this is all for the intro. I am going to stop this and then we'll come start the next session.